Okay, so I finalized iMac Pro. So the only thing different that I had trouble with before was using the R9 280 on this Gigabyte X99 UD5 with i7-6900K, which is a very fast computer with 8 core and 16 gig. So it depends on how you use the graphic cards. So the R9 280 uses a lot more power than the one GTX 760. So both of them I bought for $50 on Craigslist, and the GTX 760 works perfectly with iMacPro1 or MacPro61, while the R9 280 hangs every time I play video. So even though I got the power supplies 700 watts, the beast, and still didn't work. So I believe it's more with the actual power going into the graphic cards. So if you have the desktop that you make into an iMac Pro, and if it hangs, it could be the graphic cards. I did not try a new power supply yet to confirm that my new power supply enough power to the graphic cards. Now this one is a perfect iMac Pro 1.1. Okay, so besides using the GTX 760 to get everything working, the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi I replaced with the old Intel to the Broadcom DW1560. It's an M2, so we can have handoff support, which I can airdrop. So it's kind of nice. The Ethernet is already supported automatically. This one has two dual Ethernet, and I use the kegs for the mousy kegs for this one, and they both. It is the Wi-Fi from the DW1560. The sound on this one, again, the sound on this one is the ALC 1150, and I use the Layout ID5, and it works perfectly. This one has Thunderbolt, but I did install it. USB works perfectly with a USB 3.0. Printers I have, and memory on this one I have 16 gig. There's no card reader, but I use the external, and they work perfectly too, the NV Express. So in here I installed two SSD. One is the NV RAM M2, and this one I run Big Sur because it's fast. And the second one I use is the WD also. They both blue. They're only $50 for 500 gig. And this one have trim support. I turn it on for the trim support. It works perfect. Everything is working. iMessage, FaceTime, Mail, Apple TV, no hanging. App, no hanging. So even you play the video. So all the apps that I use for this one, but I have Kodi installed, and I also have the BlueStacks, which is really nice. So I can install the iHD movie from Android. So where's the BlueStacks? Right here. This one is so good. With my iMac Pro, this is the 8 core 16 thread i7-6900K, and I have my iMovie is running. It can be multitasking really nicely. We can play video, watch YouTube, and even the Prime Video on this one using Chrome. So we're going to multitask as many software as we want. So music, podcast. So one thing about this 8-core 16 thread, if you build it correctly, you can multitask without any problem at all. So what I use for is to create my iMovie. So I think it's already done. There you go. It's very fast. And this one is running at 3.6 now. Since we have so many of the group, so many running, so it's always run at 3.5, 3.6. So let's open this one. So this one is my new how to get iMessage working from your Mac. Mail. This is amazing. This is excellent. I love this. iMacPro1. So say if I do this, and this one even have picture in picture, so I can watch whatever I want and do something else. Wow, look at this. The iMessage is coming. Installing Mac OS on the PC hardware is easy, but getting it to run without crashing is a different story. You should go to my website to learn how.